Okay, this is assessment 6.1 neuro. We're going to do part 1 of the neurological assessment. We're going to check his mental status screening. It's James. He has volunteered to be my patient. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check to see if he has any obvious mental problems or deficits. We're going to do a screening of his mental status and cognitive function. We're first going to assess his physical appearance. I'm going to note his facial expressions. James has epilepsy. He has action seizures. He also has had several catatonic seizures and several frontal seizures. He was having up to about 30 seizures a day as far as absent seizures, and so we finally figured out what was going on with him. A lot of the medication that he takes causes him to have a very flat affect, and it also slows down his cognitive abilities. He is alert and oriented times 3.
Yep.
I was going to ask you a question. Can you please tell me your name?
James Young,
Okay. Can you tell me your date of birth?
9/22/81,
Okay. Do you know where you were born?
Madison County.
Okay. Really? Alright. Let's see. His physical appearance, he is well groomed. He has good hygiene. He's appropriately dressed. His body language is relaxed. His posture is erect, and he's maintaining good eye contact. And he has appropriate facial expressions. Let's see. His movements and body language correspond with the situation in hand, and we're going to next evaluate his cognitive abilities. We've already done the level of consciousness. Do you know what time it is?
2,
Okay. Do you know what day of the week it is?
Thursday.
No. He does have a little bit of loss of time, but I mean, that's probably normal. So we're going to do some analogies. We're going to do simple analogies. We're going to do, for example, a cat is to a kitten as a dog is to what? A cat is to a kitten as a dog is to what?
A pup.
Yes, very good. Okay. All right. Oh, can't stand up. Abstract reasoning. Do compare and contrast two objects. Let's see. Two objects here. Two objects that are similar. Two objects that are compare and contrast these objects. Okay. First thing you can do is compare them. They're both what?
Animals.
Yeah, they're stuffed animals. And what is the difference between the two? They're very similar, but there's also
Color difference.
color difference. Okay. So that would be an example of abstract reasoning. Serial addition. I'm going to start some numbers, and then you're going to give me several other numbers in a process. And he should be able to complete without any errors or making very few mistakes. And also within 1 minute. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
10, 12, 14, 16,
Mm-hmm.
18,
Mm-hmm.
20.
Okay, very good. And because of James' seizure, he does have some cognitive deficits, so I did adjust the screening just for him so that it was something that he was able to do and comfortable doing. Let's see. Another test that we could do in place of that would be the clock face test, that he would be able to draw the clock face and he would be able to put the numbers on it appropriately without any errors or omissions. If he had 2 or more errors, it would suggest a cognitive impairment. Which James has, some days are better than others for him as far as his cognition and his memory recall goes. Okay, I'm going to do the memory recall part, and you're going to repeat the following numbers, okay? I'm just going to give you a few numbers, and you're going to tell me what I said, okay?
Okay.
All right, so 4, 7, 8, 10.
4, 7, 8, 10.
Okay, very good. All right, and then we'll do them backwards, okay? I forgot what even I said. 10, 7, 8, 4.
10, 7, 8, 4.
Okay. And also I did adjust that so that he was able to do that. In a regular person, you could, well, sorry, not regular person. In a person with no impairments, you would be able to have them say the numbers forward and backwards. See, recent memory, he would be able to recall. I can't move. He would be able to recall 5 differently placed items. So we have plenty of toys that are scattered all over the floor. So I'm going to pick up 5 different items, and he should be able to tell me what all 5 items are. Okay. So I have a bear. Okay. I have a ball. I have 2 ducks, and I have a dog. Okay, so I'm going to put those out of your way for just a minute, okay? Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
I have a bear, I have a ball, I have 2 ducks, and I have a dog. Okay? Now I'm going to put these up out of the way. And then we're going to continue with the assessment portion of the test, and in approximately 5 to 10 minutes or so, we're going to check your recent memory recall, okay? And he should be able to recall all the objects. Remote memory test. Let's see. You can also ask him to verify past events, such as your wedding anniversary, which I don't think any man remembers that. It's probably not a very good one, but just as an example. I mean, you could do your mother's name. They usually do mother's maiden name. Okay. And then we already asked you your city of birth. Things of those nature. Brandon's birthday. You know, your kid's birthday.
6708.
And Scotland's birthday.
8, 22, 15.
Yes, very good. Okay. Let's see, what's the timer? Okay, you can also check his judgment in a hypothetical situation. He should be able to provide a reasonable response. Okay, so say that there is a fire. In the event of a fire, what is the first thing that you would grab to put out the fire?
Fire extinguisher.
Okay, very good. You can check his emotional stability by observing the patient's mood and feelings through all his nonverbal behaviors, which he is calm and non-stressed at this time. And these simple questions you need to ask. What makes you feel most stressed or anxious?
Taking a video.
And what seems to alleviate that stress?
Not have to take the video.
All right. And I'm not going to ask about your moodiness. No, I'm kidding. And then you can just ask about general mood. Appropriate feelings should be expressed. Thought process is clear. He's easy to follow. He has no perceptual distortions today. James has actually been seizure free for, I think, about 3 months now.
Yeah.
You can also do logical goal or ideal. He's able to stay on top of good conversation and anything with that. He does have some speech and language problems, but today he's doing very well. His speech is, or his voice is very clear and strong. Has good range of motion on, range of volume, excuse me, on his speech. His speech is fairly fluent. He does have, because of the absent seizures, he does have some brain lesions, and he does have a little bit of aphasia, expressive aphasia. As far as carrying a conversation, he has a lot of trouble getting his words out. Often drops off in the middle of conversations. And because of the seizures, sometimes he does stare off into space. And as I said, he's not had any problems with that for over the past 2 to 3 months. He's able to follow simple directions and commands. He's able to express his thoughts clearly. That's my timer. And I'm going to end the assessment by asking you to recall the items that we put here in the bucket. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Okay. If you look at the bucket, you have to tell me what they are, and then I'll pull them out.
2 ducks.
Okay, you got 2 ducks. Okay.
A dog.
Got a dog. Okay.
A bear.
Okay, got that.
And a ball.
Okay, great. So he's having a really good day today. That's actually something that's quite hard for him a couple of months ago until they adjusted his medication. So that is a very, very good assessment for him. We're going to stop at this point and do a part 2 of the neurological assessment, and we'll start with the olfactory nerve, cranial nerve 1.